Evil people exist. It's just a reality. People do bad things. People hurt other people. It's what being human can bring. It's it's here. It exists in the physical world, and we are alive and living in the physical world. And that's just part of it. So a friend of mine pointed out to me the other day that there really isn't a lot of spiritual teachers or leaders speaking out about the corruption within the spiritual community. They're not speaking out about the Epstein files. They're not speaking out about those things. Now, if you follow me, you know that to some extent I have in the past. And when it comes to this list of people, here's the thing. There's fear around it. There's fear of being wrong. There's fear of being held accountable. There's fear of being in some way connected to it. There's fear over the fact that many people in the spiritual community started their practice and their own journey following the teachings of some of the people listed in the Epstein files and other corrupt, bad things. We saw this already when Doreen Virtue flipped from the spiritual position into more of a Christian focused position and started calling lots of spiritual practices bad. We're going to come back to that. I've got things to say there. But we saw this happen then because people who followed her, okay, and in some ways they almost worshiped her, put her between themselves and the divine, themselves and Creator God. They put her in the middle and said, this is the person who can get me there, instead of trusting their own connection with the divine. And this has happened again with other spiritual teachers. And because now some of those teachers, like Depop, are listed in the Epstein files, it's bringing up this fear and guilt and shame. It's causing internally questioning your own narrative, your journey, your healing, your process, your intuition, your ability to discern, did I pick the wrong person to show me? And in some cases that did happen. This is one of the reasons that more so I speak out against guru worship. Now you can follow me and my page and book with me and schedule with me and do coaching with me. But one of the primary functions of that and the principles of how I practice is to teach you how to do it for yourself, to have faith and trust in yourself and your own journey, your own intuition, and your own connection with the divine. I'm not a substitute for that. And neither is Depop or Doreen or any of those gurus out there, because you know what? They are souls that are likely very evolved souls that came here in human life with a karmic plan that included, unfortunately, these things that they've done, these bad things that they've done. And when you worship somebody who then does something bad and they fall off the pedestal, it hurts and it causes you to question yourself. Why? Because we are being karmically driven as a collective to trust our own intuition, discern our own connection between our human self, our higher self, and Creator God. That is the karmic purpose, if you will, of this that's happening, and why those people, those souls, chose paths that put them in such a bad place where they are hurting other people. Now, there's a lot to that, and that may be really uncomfortable to understand that people who are doing bad things that hurt others, it's part of their karmic plan, their karmic path that they're here for. And our response and reaction and what we do from that place of knowing, once we know how we choose to learn, grow, assimilate that information into our own lives, that's the key. That's the evolution. That's part of the enlightenment and the awakening, to push us from putting someone else in between ourselves and God. That doesn't exist. There is no separation between you and God. You and Creator, you and the divine. Insert word that means higher power, Creator God, universal consciousness, whatever you're comfortable with. There is no one and nothing between you and that and them. Nothing at all. That is up to you. If you believe that there is, then that is your own choice to put that there. Don't put anyone above you in that way. They can lead you, they can teach you, they can help you and support you, but don't put them between you. And if nothing else comes out of this, I hope that is a lesson that we can learn as a collective. And if you'd like some help, if you have thoughts or comments, there's a comment section. You can message me privately. You can schedule some time. I hope this helps.